Most games try to fit into a box. These 5 decided to set the box on fire. From a million-word political CRPG 7 years in the making to a sleepy sandbox built entirely by one person. These games are a masterclass in indie ambition. We're looking at the titles that aren't just playing with genres, they're redefining them. This is Indieformer. Let's see what happens when you stop following the rules. If you've been chasing the fluid combat of Nier, but want the intensity of a bullet hell, Homura Hime is the answer. You play as the strongest exorcist in a world where deep regrets turn souls into archdemons. The standout feature isn't just the 3D bullet hell boss fights, it's the parry mechanic. Even if you usually hate parrying, the combat here is so smooth it makes the mechanic feel like a reward rather than a chore. Between the unfolding mystery of the 5 demon girls and a soundtrack so good it'll force you to buy the OST, this is a sublime action experience that rewards perfectionists.
Dearest esteemed artisan, you have my deepest gratitude for undertaking the restoration of Glimith's revered glassworks. Masterpieces whose brilliance...
There is no story, no dialogue, and no drama. Just 700 handcrafted puzzles and your own brain. The Artisan of Glimmith is a pure cerebral experience where you restore a kingdom's stained glass by following increasingly complex rules. It moves away from generated fluff, offering over 20 unique rule types across 7 difficulty tiers. The magic is in the flow. You can skip the harder, level 7 puzzles to explore the top-down hamlet at your own pace. It's a game of patience and perseverance that rewards the aha moment above all else. It's rare to find a game that feels like a literal mirror image of its creator. Mr. Sleepyman is a 3D platforming sandbox authored entirely by a solo developer. You play as a guy way up past his bedtime, causing absolute chaos in Bedtime Town. The movement isn't macro tight, but the diving, sliding, and gliding create a schmovement system that is a blast to master. From original vocal tracks to NPCs with independent logic, remember your treatment of them, this is a one-of-a-kind auteur project that takes creative swings a big studio would never touch. Most deck builders are about power fantasies. Pluto is about sacrifice. You're a wizard trying to escape prison to make it to your niece's birthday party, and the combat is much crunchier than Slay the Spire. Every spell is a physical pattern you cast with your fingers, and every buff comes with a trade-off that can easily end your run. The grimy, hand-drawn art style feels like a transgressive painting, perfectly setting the tone for a world full of grotesque monsters and surprisingly witty lore. It's engaging, tactical, and has a sweetness to its story that makes every hard-earned victory smile-inducing. Finally, for the Disco Elysium fans who have been staring into the void, Esoteric Ebb is here. This isometric CRPG is a million-word epic 7 years in the making. You are a government goon cleric investigating an explosion in a city full of mythological creatures selling newspapers and sphinxes who'd rather debate than fight. It uses the thought cabinet style of internal dialogue to perfection, but reverses the humour. It's your ordinary perspective reacting to an absurd world. It crafts a near-perfect illusion of free will, culminating in a final act that is monumental. It isn't a copycat, it's the first game to truly reach the bar set by the greats. From bullet hell exorcisms to the most human prayer at the end of a political conspiracy, this is the reason I love the indie scene. Which of these is taking over your weekend? I'll see you next time here on Indieformer.